Today we'll be solving the consultation question on the topic of vectors. Question 1. You are given the coordinate of point A32, so therefore we will change this to become a position vector of A in the column vector form. For part A, the question tells us that 3 times of vector AC is equals to 2 times of vector AB. So when you take a look at the left-hand side of the equation, you can resolve the vector AC to become vector OC minus OA. As for the right-hand side of the equation, you can make use of the vector AB given by the question and perform the substitution. The next step of the solving, you can consider expanding the left-hand side by introducing the scalar multiple of 3 to both the vectors OC and OA. And on the right-hand side, you can multiply the scalar multiple 2 to the column vector -9, -6. Next, make OC the subject. Therefore, -18, 12 plus 3 times of vector 3, 2. And with that, you will get -9 and 18. So since 3 times of vector OC equals to -9, 18, therefore OC will be equals to 1/3 of -9, 18, and that gives us -3 and 6. And with that, we can conclude that the coordinate of point C is -3, 6. And that ends the first part. Part B. The question tells us that the coordinate of point D is -5, -13. Again, we deal in a similar manner. Express the position vector of point D as a column vector -5, -13. And since question wants us to find the magnitude of vector AD, we shall then find the vector of AD by again using the position vector knowledge, OD minus OA. With that, our vector AD equals to -8, -15. So to find the magnitude of vector AD, we simply apply Pythagoras theorem by squaring -8 and -15. Then we sum them up and take the square root. So the answer returns 17 units. And that ends part B. For part C, the question tells us that RS is parallel to AB. So we have learned that if RS is parallel to AB, mathematically it just means that RS as a vector can be expressed as a scalar multiple k times of vector AB. Since the question tells us what RS vector is, we shall then substitute 13.5 m to the left-hand side of the equation. And then on the right-hand side of the equation, it will be k times of the vector of AB, which is again given by the questions earlier on. Now we shall establish the equation using the top entries. 13.5 equals to -9k, so therefore solving the k, we get 13.5 divided by -9, and that gives us a -1.5. And if we now take a look at the bottom entries of the equation, m equals to 6k. And since we have found out k is equals to -1.5, therefore we substitute into the equation and we get m equals to -9. And that ends part C.